This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at the brewery Romford ahead of Fisher Allen. Workout today. Jules Liddard sweating, more sweating than me, but you've just done 5 minutes of workout. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, no, it's hot in here, isn't it? Fucking boiling. Feels mad as well to start the interview. We're in Romford. It's quality. I like it. New experience. And fight week is here and I can't wait.
Feels like this fight week is, I'm not saying not as big as the last one, but this one is one step before the biggest fight. And as far as banana skins go, it's a pretty big one on Saturday night.
Yeah, look, he's 19-1. You can't take no man like that for granted. It's his shot on the big stage. And I've got to do everything I can to win, and I will do. I will be victorious Saturday night. So this for me is like, it's not the eliminator. This is the title fight, because without this, I don't get myself into the title shot. So it's got to be just as important, It's got to mean just as much. So I prepared diligently. I've trained, so hard. I'm ready. I could do 15 rounds Saturday night. I'm ready.
How important is it for you to keep that mentality? Because it would be quite easy to stand there and go, right, all I've got to do is go in there, do the business, and kind of not sidestep it, but have it in the rear view when you've got potentially a big Kieran Conway fight happening.
100%, like, it happens. People do it, They're looking at the next fight all the time, but if I don't win Saturday night, there's no next fight. So I've got to do everything I can to make sure I get the win, and that's what matters. I'm not looking past Saturday. Listen, you've got to have goals and aspirations. You've got to have your year plan, your 5-year plan. But at the end of the day, if you don't win, you don't get to that point. So I'm not looking past Saturday night at all. Get the win, and I'm going to do it in style, and then we look past.
How much did you take away from that fight against Asar in January?
Listen, I learned a lot. I knew Asar weren't going to be there to lay down, and he really came to fight. I thought I beat him relatively comfortably, to be honest. I think there were some closer rounds towards the early second half, but thought come back into it again, 9th and 10th. But, it was experience. First time I went past 6 rounds in a fight. I've done it in the gym 100 times, 10 rounds, 12 rounds, it's nothing. But when you're fighting, and it's the first time under the lights doing 10 in front of a big crowd, first time headlining, all that adds up, and I got the job done. That's all that matters. And I don't think it was my best performance, but, you're going to see an even better Jules Liddard this Saturday, that means.
Am I right in saying you missed the Copper Box show last year?
I did. I boxed the week before in Brentwood, but I also boxed like 6 weeks before that in Leeds.
Yeah.
So it was a busy one. It would have been free in about 8 weeks, and I was in Cyprus instead.
But no, looking forward to this one, obviously. We done an interview with Eddie today, and he said, if you are from Essex and you're not there, you've got to question whether you are really an Essex boy, because it is a proper night of boxing from you to Jimmy to Johnny and everything in between on Saturday night.
100%. It's the Essex Mafia are out. We're out in style, you know what I mean? Cousie's out, everyone's out, you know what I mean? You've got to be there. And if you ain't got your tickets, well, you need to try and find a way to get some. Do you know what I mean? Because they're pretty much sold out now, I think there's only about 100 remaining online. If you ain't there, what can I say? You ain't a proper Essex man or lady. Listen, there's exceptions if you're away or, important family things. I get it. But if you ain't got that excuse, then I feel bad for you.
Are you prepared for people to bombard questions for that British title this week? Because whilst, as we've spoken about, you're not taking this lightly at all, but it's kind of common knowledge that there has been a fight agreed for you and Kieran Conway. Should you and Kieran get past your tests on Saturday night?
Yeah, look, there's going to be questions all week. That's the nature of boxing, right? That's the nature of boxing. Everyone, what's next? You just got to win the fight in front of you. Win the fight in front of you, then I'll focus on that. I'd be lying if I said it weren't in the back of my mind, but I've used it as motivation, if anything. I have to win this fight to get myself in that big fight at the end of the year. So, yeah, there's no overlooking this opponent from me. This is his big opportunity. He's a 19-1 fella. I ain't taking nothing for granted. I'm going to go out there and do the job that I got to do.
Last one, just want to ask you about your campmate, Conor Benn. Obviously, the result didn't go his way, but when you are prospect on the verge of big domestic British titles, how much can you take away showing the heart he showed, showing that warrior that, granted, we saw that in the ring that night, but you must see that every day in the gym working with him?
Yeah, of course. Like, I've seen camp to camp, he's worked very hard. We all do, Tony grafts us. Like he always says, we're 15-round fighters, we train so that we can go past the point that we need to, you know. And I have full confidence that, you know, everyone in our gym, we could do 15 rounds if it was called upon us. So yeah, look, we're ready. Seeing Conor in that fight, personally I had it a draw. I know it was a close fight, and you know, I backed Conor all the way, but I did see it a draw, and a fight for the ages. Neither man can be disappointed after a fight like that. So you know, credit to Conor for showing the heart he did, jumping up the weight divisions and fighting, you know, arguably one of the best middleweights, you know, definitely domestically, but I mean, I'd like to test that down the line for sure. But yeah, look, hats off to Conor, and you know, just he showed credit to what we do in the gym.
Last one, George. Why should people tune in to see you on Saturday night at the Copper Box?
I mean, I'm flashy, I'm entertaining. Nah, look, listen, I'm just a man on a mission. I got a dream and I'm gonna make it happen. So if you like that, tune in, because you're gonna see fight after fight. I'm coming better and better. So it's an exciting ride, and you know, I want to be a flag bearer for the British boxing scene in the years to come. I want to be that man coming through middle, super middle, light heavy, whatever way it may be. I want to be the man.
You talk so differently to like 18 months ago, mate. Like,
bro, I'm confident, you know. Like, I'm confident in my ability. I was a prospect. I'm a contender now, and soon to be champion. And yeah, listen, you got to be a champion. You got to act like a champion. I'm a man of the people, but at the same time, I know what I'm capable of. So why not tell everyone?
No, it's a positive thing, George. Favourite outspeak to IFLTV, and we'll catch up with you after the fight on Saturday. Cheers, mate.